everyone, good morning. Welcome to Be Inspired. You are in the best part of YouTube learning channel, and today you are going to learn Python updating variable values. So before getting started into the video, please share, like, subscribe my channel. Now without getting late, let's get started the video. As you already know that we already installed your Jupyter notebook. If you open the Jupyter notebook, you'll get like this, and then the notebook is going to be open here. So I just opened a new notebook here. I'm going to change the title as updating variable values. So like this I'm going to change the variable, I'm going to change the name of the Jupyter notebook. And now you all know that this is the cell. So in this class we will learn how variables act as containers and how we can change the value and how it implicate further. Okay, so now we are going to start it. I'm just giving some values. num_1 is equal to 34. num_2, nothing but numerical values I'm giving. So as you already know that we have values, we can give numerical values and we can give strings also. num_3 is equal to 50. And if you want to find out that what kind of this num_1 and num_2 are holding, just simply you can write by using the type function. Now I'm going to press Ctrl Enter. See, it is going to show that which type of value it is showing. Now it is going to show you this num_3, num_2. Now it will print all the values. Ctrl Enter. So it is printing that the answer is integers. So I just given all the integers. Now instead of integers I'm going to give some strings here. So s1 is equal to, in quotations, s1. See here, if you observe, just if I press hash here, already you got marked down. It is nothing but you can write whatever you want to define yourself, or you want to say something. Okay, why I'm writing like this is, if you want to say something yourself, then you can change it to markdown. Actually we are in code. Now we'll write code only. s1 is equal to, in quotes, hello, and s2 is equal to, in quotes, world. And now first we'll know the what type of this value s1 is holding. We will see. See, if you observe here, str, it is nothing but the short form of string. So type of s1 is string, and we will see what is the type of s2 also. Excuse me. Type of s2, Control Enter. See here, so type of s1, this you already know that type is a built-in function which is going to define what s1 is going to hold and what s2 is holding here. Here num1 is holding the value of integer value, that is holding 34, and num2 is holding an integer value of 45.5. num3 is holding the integer value of 50. Now what we will do is, we will just find out num1, num2, num3 has some values. Those will be assigned to a new variable. Okay, so now I'm going to assign all these three variables to a new variable called total_n. That will be printed out, and what will be printed out to this we will see. num_1 plus num_1 plus num_2 plus num_3, and now I want total_n. Control Enter. See here what Python is doing actually here. the values of num1, num2, num3 is going to be added, and that answer is going to be stored in the variable total underscore n. If I will change the values over here, and for example instead of 50 I'll just give here 100 and I'll execute this. If I'll not execute this, what will happen is Python is not going to be updated and the value will not change. Now the value is changed to 179.5. if I'll not update here, Python will consider only 50, whatever the value I got here. Now I'll print here, print num underscore 1 comma num underscore 2 comma num underscore 3, control enter. So 34, 45.5, 100, these are the values. Now after that, if you execute this, the answer is going to be changed. Of course I already executed it, just to show an example I'm showing here. Okay, so the total underscore n is the container which holds the value of all these three numbers addition, right? Now so such operations will be handled. Now what we will do is, we will just change the values in such a way that n1 is equal to num underscore 1 plus 10. Okay, now print n1. So what is my n1 actually here? My n1 is 34. Now I am changing the value of num underscore 1 plus 10. So this answer is going to be assigned in n1. Now in the same way I will do it for n2 is equal to num underscore 2 minus 10 and print n2. Okay, here m is there, that is the reason it is showing an undefined error. Now what is the value I'll give, that value only will come. Actually my value is 45.5 and I am asking minus 10 from that, so 35.5, and it is printed now. Now I am going to give n3 a new value which is assigned to num underscore 3 into 2 and print n3. So my value here I given is 100, so that is the reason 100 2s are 200. Now I want print n1 comma n2 comma n3. Okay, so these are the values. Now I want total underscore n also. See here, if you observe here, my values are not, my values here, whatever the value is given, total underscore n is defined as num1 plus num2 plus num3. Now I will change the value of num1, num2 and num3 as n1, n2, n3. That I should change, and that answer should be stored in a container called total underscore n. Okay. In this computation, what Python will do, in the last updated value of n3 is given. So the same thing, one more computation we will do for this, for n3. n3 is equal to n3 by 10, and I want answer of n3 also. So my answer is 20. Actually what is my n3 here? According to Python, my answer of n3 is 200. 200 divided by 10 is 10, right? Now we will ask Python to print total underscore n. It is showing the same thing because the value of num1 is not changed, just n1. The values, if you will change, then only you'll get. Okay, we will define here again. Total underscore n is equal to n1 plus n2 plus n3 and print total underscore n. Now if you observe here, the value of total underscore n is changed. Now whatever the changes you will do for this, num1, num2, num3, and that answers will be assigned to n1, n2, n3, then the total underscore n is also going to be get affected, right? So like this, if you are going, now we are going to concatenate strings also. We will just concatenate the strings. S1 is equal to S1 plus U. Print S1. Actually S1 is hello and it is going to print S1 plus U. See here what it is showing, S1 and U is not in quotes, sorry. because it is going to consider you as a integer. Whenever you are going to give in the string quotations, then only Python will understand that. S2 plus in the quotations world everywhere. Now print S2. So world everywhere. And now I'm going to ask Python to print S1 comma S2. Hello you, you, and world everywhere, everywhere. So why it is printing hello you? Why it is printed 2 times you? Because according to Python, S1 is hello you, and you asked us to print you, and the same thing it appeared here also. Okay, I hope you all understand this and the concept of variable values, and you can update it by using this code, and it is going to be very easy. You can change even for your own code also, and you can define your own variables also. Be inspired. Salutes to the Corona Warriors helpers. Thank you for the patience. Thank you for watching. Please like and comment.